Zinda my friends. My name is Daniel Martin. I'm on the gambling recovery group. Uh, I had a gambling addiction for 7 years of my life, from the age of 24 up until I just turned 30. I've been in recovery for the last 9 months, trying to keep myself off gambling or any form of gambling, whether it's online, whether it's in bookies, whether it's in the fruit machines, in the pubs, lottery. No matter what sort of gambling is, I try to make sure I stay away from it. I managed to stay away from it for over 250 days, which I'm quite proud of. But I'm trying to put a group together, a project, which is going to be called Gambling Free Project. And basically, I'm going to be speaking to people who are still in the gambling addiction and people who've found a way out of it and share their experiences with me. I'll be sharing my experiences of gambling, how it affected me financially, emotionally, and socially with my family and my friends. Basically, I will also be giving pointers of how I'm dealing with debt that you have if you've been gambling. Some people get into debt because of it. I obviously got into it, and I've tried to work out ways how I'm going to get myself out of it. Give people pointers like whether you want to declare bankrupt, whether you want to go IVA way or debt management plan if you're still unsure, because I've searched all these avenues and tried to get through a way that would fit me and benefit me and my future. So for me, the reason why I stopped was I was homeless pretty much last year September, and I had no job, I had nothing. I was on my ass basically. Then I eventually got a part-time job at the time, working as a cleaner down at St Oswald's, and then I slowly built myself up with my money. But then unfortunately for me, then I was dropped with bad news that my dad was ill, and then he went into a hospital in November the 5th, and he never came out. He passed away on the 19th of November at 8:36, 2018. My dad was my best friend. He was the guy I always could turn to if I had problems and if I was struggling with life. With that void gone, I was in deep disarray because I didn't know who to turn to with my problems. I realised for the first time in my life I have to face them on my own. Facing the gambling addiction itself and facing the large amount of debt that I got myself into because of it. Also, with the fact that I let my children down, my son and my daughter, because of my gambling addiction. I lost all sight of what's important and what meant more to me. So I ended up where I was. So in the January the 4th of this year, I put myself down and said, look, it's time to give this a go, try and get off this gambling and stay off it permanently. So I found other avenues to go down, positive avenues, so I could stay gambling free, which was join a gym. So I joined a gym and just worked out, got stronger, got healthier, trying to eat right, trying to be more motivated and think more positively. I ain't gonna lie, through the whole process I've been going through, I've had my negative days, I've had my bad days where I've had to deal with certain things that have gone on in my life, certain things have changed along the way in the last 9 months. But I always try to think positive even when there's negative going on. So whilst I was doing the gymming, I started running. Never run the distances I run now in my whole life. I used to just be the 100-meter runner. I used to be faster when I was back at school, but I never did distance running. I took it up from February, got fit, got enough fit to do Bath. I did Bath for Parkinson's disease because that's what my dad had. And then kept building up on it, building up the running, building up positive vibes in myself so I can continue my recovery from gambling. I've seen people around who I used to be in the bookies with, and they're like, wow, I haven't seen you in there for months. I was like, well, you've got to give it up. It's a mug's game. It's amazing what I see on TV now when I'm watching football, and when it goes on a break, they push the gambling in your face. Literally, like, you should like gamble responsibly, but I don't call it gambling responsibly. You're like if someone's got an addiction and they're pushing it at you on the TV, you got to have some strong willpower or to stop yourself from doing it. It's amazing how much access you have to gambling now. Like, it's on phones, it's on computers, you can go in the bookies, you can go in pubs and go on the slot machines. That used to be my big hit, was that and the casino machines in the bookies. That's what took me, and that's what got me hooked on that. I've seen people in pubs even now, where I just see them slotting it in, put money in, to the point they got no money, they can't pay their rent, they can't pay their bills, they can't feed their kids. It's pretty bad, and I don't think the government do enough to tackle the problem. Like, I've spoke to a few people that said they nearly took their own lives because of it. I've been there. I remember I was at a very bad place before the new year kicked in, and I lost my dad. Let my children down, letting people I care about down. I was at the point where I wanted to take my own life, and I thought I was going to do it, but then, lucky for me, I had someone actually be there for me. I didn't think I had anyone, and they said, look, you got to put yourself together, Dan, and do what's right. And that's why I set myself out a goal, and the goal was to get gambling free and stay that way, work hard, bust my ass off to pay off debts, to get my structure back in my life. And that's why I've stood here today, sending my message and saying that I'm going to be setting up a group, which is obviously called Gambling Free Project. In the next coming months, I'm going to speak about how it's affected me, how it's changed me, maybe a better person for it. I wouldn't change it for what I did, because it's made me who I am today. And I said, so anyone who wants to talk about their problems to me, let me know, man. And we'll talk. We'll do it through my YouTube channel I'm going to set up, and I'm looking forward to it. So, Zinda Kaluki, I'll see you soon.